Not yet. I'm not finished yet. Hello. Thank you. Let me be blatant. Our first letter writer says, I had revenge sex. Thank you for writing in. We love letters like this, and we've got 4 of the best tonight to address that letter. I wonder how many of the girls have had revenge sex. They'll tell you. We'll get it out of them. Second letter tonight, Travis. I don't know how to work this bloody thing. Here we go. I've got something highlighted. How totally insensitive and demonstratively provocative. That's what our show is tonight, but what's that about? Oh, you don't want to know. You'll tune in a bit later. And the last letter tonight, he's a terrific man, but he's just as tight as a fish's. All these letters and a beautiful lineup tonight. Don't go away, sweet and sour. 20 seconds. I'm going to go and have my coffee and chips. Do I get any other...
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Lovely to have your company. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour. And a beautiful lineup tonight. Let's meet our songstress first. Hello, Lou.
Oh, hi, Gary.
You going to sing every answer for us tonight?
Wait, am I going to sing what?
Every answer for you tonight?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just write it all out now, shall I? I'll write out the notes as we speak.
Very good. Sitting next to you tonight, first timer.
First timer.
Chef extraordinaire. Hello, Janey.
And hello, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Why, thank you, and thank you for having me.
Now, in your little home in Victoria, have you ever seen Sweet and Sour at all?
Oh, many times. Many times.
Because it does scream over there.
It does.
Yeah, when you're in the kitchen
You'll
cooking.
find it, yeah, you can find it. Yeah.
You're looking across to your mate, Mega. Hello, Mega. Welcome back.
Hello, darling.
How long between drinks? When was the last time you were on the show?
It's about 4 or 5 years. And you know when Janey says that she's seen the show many times?
Yeah.
It's because I showed her the one that I was on 14 times. I did. Over and over.
All right, now if I've got any technical issues with this iPad, you're the fixer tonight, all right?
I am, babe.
Okay.
Always.
You happy to do that?
Yeah, always.
All right, I'm pleased. Hello, Suzie. She's another fixer on the show. Fantastic.
No, not a fixer.
You do. You fix up rottenness. You fix up...
No, structures. Yeah, I don't fix up anything to do with technical, though. I'm crap at it.
How are you doing with exam time?
Exams are finished, thank God.
That's it?
So now we have levers. They're at levers at the moment.
Okay. So how many kids has that done?
That's 3, only 1 to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
Talking about your exams. No,
right.
my exams, no. It feels like it's my exams, but no.
Here we go, letter 1 tonight. The devil you know. Hey, Sweet and Sour. This is touchy and tricky. Let me be blatant. I had revenge sex. He broke up with me. I was devastated and felt revolting because I really cared for him and I know he loved me. He just thought that he was too young at 29 to commit to me, the fool. Anyway, the week after we broke up, I had sex with his best mate just to get back at him. And I knew that this best mate would not be able to keep his mouth shut. And yep, in a roundabout way, it got back to my ex and it drove him insanely jealous. We got back together after he begged me for 2 weeks to forgive him. Here's the issue. The sex I had with his best mate was the best I've ever had, and I just can't stop thinking about it, and worse, wanting it again. My man, apart from being a fool, and I still haven't truly forgiven him, even though I've taken him back, is okay in bed, but nothing like his best mate. Okay, so now what do? I know this is the man for me, but I really want to have sex with his mate again and again. Is this normal? And can I get past it and make my relationship work again? It comes to us from Dora of Leichhardt in New South Wales. Dora the Explorer, obviously.
That was what, don't say that. That was one of my favourite children's shows, Dora the Explorer. You have just ruined that for me, Dora.
Sorry,
you're a bit of a dick, to be quite frank with you.
She wants a bit of what?
She might want a bit of dick, but she is a dick.
Suzie.
You're quite nasty and foolish, and I think you're actually a narcissist. You're very immature. I actually just quite disgusted, to be honest with you.
Do you think Dora's ever going to write to us again?
No, sorry, Dora. You can write again. Maybe it could help. This might help you. Look, your boyfriend broke up with you not because he didn't want to commit at 29. He actually just didn't want to be with you. I mean, you know, it's actually read boy talk. This is how it works. You know, then you had sex with his mate deliberately, obviously, so that you know to get back to him, and then he took you back. He begged you to come back. I don't believe that. Then you're now saying you haven't forgiven him, when in fact you had sex with his best mate and all he did was break up with you. You know, can you give your boyfriend a break? Just get away from him and go with the mate and have the sex, because you two deserve each other, quite frankly.
She's written in for advice and Suzie says,
well, I said, my advice is go with a person where you're getting the good sex, because that's obviously what's important to you, and leave the boyfriend who it feels
She's forgotten it used to be good sex with the other boy as well.
Well, it just, yeah, maybe.
Come on, Mega. What's going on
That's
here?
what I think. I think Dora wants what she can't have, I think is Dora's deal. So, Dora, I think maybe what you need to do is just sort of break up with both of them and, like, to just work out if your actual boyfriend, this one that you wronged...
That's a very good idea, breaking up with the two of them.
Yeah, with the two of them. But first of all, like, just to, you know, make sure you're doing the right thing, break up with this boy that you're with at the moment and then have revenge sex with him, and then you'll know whether he's good at it or not, because I think you like to have sex with the person that you're not with.
Boys aren't going to get it. I'm not getting it at the moment.
Well, as long as there's sex, they'll get it.
That's true.
Yeah, I have revenge sex with my husband every day.
So you have had revenge sex?
Yeah, with my husband.
What are you getting him back at?
Oh, anything. You know, whatever he's done wrong, you know, we've got to have revenge sex. So, you know, look, you could do that. Just get away from this boy and have revenge sex with him, and the other guy will get a little bit mad. He might want you for himself, the best mate, but if you're with him as his girlfriend, the sex is going to be no good, because you know why? You want what you can't have. Get over yourself.
Janey, revenge sex every day over here.
I've never had sex. I'm really not sure.
Panel of experts, here we are.
Please don't tell my husband that. He's not going to be happy. He's not going to be happy. Look, I think for Dora, I think
Isn't that a hat?
Fedora.
Never mind, go on. Boom, boom.
I thought you were talking about my hair. I was like,
that a
hat? It's my hair. No, it's not a hat.
You look sensational.
And it's not a toupee either. I just want to let Dora know that the sex, if she does have it again with the best mate, will never be as good as the first time she had it with the best mate.
She knows a lot for someone who hasn't had sex, doesn't she? She knows a lot.
And I think that is just, if we look up revenge sex in the dictionary, I think it says it's just best the very first time and never again.
Lots of wisdom coming from a person who's never had sex.
Yeah.
Last word on this one, Lou. Are you going to sing it?
I just... Oh, no.
No, you don't have to.
Dora, what are you doing? No, I'm not going to sing it. It's going to sound so cheesy and horrible. I just think it's despicable you could even think about having revenge sex with your boyfriend who you once cared about and, you know, possibly was in love with, so from what you're saying, but with a friend.
With a friend?
With his
best mate.
It's terrible behaviour, really bad. And I actually, you know, agree with you guys. I actually think she should get rid of both of them. And start again, start afresh.
For their sake,
she's enjoying it,
not for your sake.
There's
For
some
their
kind of
sake.
narcissistic behaviour there. That's really, yeah.
We're going to go to a break and we're going to keep paying out on this poor woman, Dora of Leichhardt. When we come back, we're going to be talking about getting rid of political parties who've got anything to do with God bothering. Don't go away, more of Sweet and Sour. Very shortly. Are you going to sing now?
Time for sweet and sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
No, not at all. Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. Lovely to have your company. Middle segment. If you'd like to send us a letter, send it to the address that's appearing on your screen right now. And there we are. letters@sweetandsour.net.au. You can even look us up on our website. Give us a like on Facebook. Say hello to us via Twitter, and you can even see some photos on Instagram as well. And for everyone who sends us a letter, we're going to send you to the movies, courtesy of the very gorgeous Natalie Cameron and NRC Communications. And there it is. The movie that we're sending you to is...
Love the Coopers.
Oh, I do too. That's sensational. Here we go. And remember, you can even join the conversation now on Twitter and Facebook as well. Here we go. Separation anxiety, Dear Mitch and panel. You know, when I was at school more than 60 years ago, I was taught about the importance of the separation of church and state. I don't want church or religious authorities anywhere near our legislative process. Everything I've witnessed in my life over the decades has reinforced the same principle. I've seen Turkey slip back from the great democratic secular nation that Ataturk had created in the 1920s to a nation declining rapidly into a cesspool of religious fundamentalism by this fool Erdogan of the Muslim Brotherhood and his destructive fools. And every other nation where the clerics hold power is repressive, backwards and destructive. Oh, tell us what you really feel, mate. It's time to outlaw in Australia political parties like Family First, who like to masquerade as a legitimate party of family values, but to me are just a Christian fundamentalist party pushing their God-bothering ideas. And I was utterly mortified to read that the Australian Muslim Party launched in Sydney 2 days after the attacks on Paris. How totally insensitive and demonstrably provocative. They have another drink, Mitchie. Please, panellists, how do we get back to basics and remove religious zealots from our parliaments? Graham of Brighton in Victoria, one of your mob ladies. And first up, we're going to Lou. Any song you want to sing here? Any hate songs you'd like to sing?
Squeeze me, begging your powder. No, it's baking your powder, isn't it? No idea, Gary. This is not my forte. Give me the sex letters anytime. No, I
think
don't
that's what
know.
he
It's all
needs.
just so heavy.
I think so. Graham,
do you think? Lighten up a bit?
Well, Graham, he was at school more than 60 years ago, so...
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
He's probably past
You know.
the age of frivolous sex.
I don't think so. There's all my clients are in the 70s, they have sex. Oh, sorry.
How do you know?
I don't never see this.
She's an architect.
Oh,
and you're putting
she
cameras
said
in.
that's really bad.
Yeah. Putting cameras in. Yeah.
Me.
What sort of business are you doing down there?
Oh my
Oh, well...
You're going to move on from me though now, aren't you? Because seriously, I have no idea really how to sort of even start with
Put it
this.
like this. You know, political
Tell me.
parties who are sitting there advocating principles based on some religious principle, are you in support of, or do you reckon we should get rid of them?
Well, yeah, I don't think we should have any sort of religious-based politics at all.
Good.
But is that possible? I mean, can you kind of
I don't think it is. I don't know.
separate it?
I don't know. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Well, that's exactly.
And you know what? It's democracy, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they want to do it, they do it. If they get enough support, maybe. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Janey?
Well, look, Graham, this is your opinion, and I think everyone has their own opinion. Someone else would write us a letter which is of a completely different feel. And so, really, I don't think I have the care that Graham has towards...
She's so polite. That's what happens when you have an editor.
Nothing wrong with being polite. Don't be too polite, they'll all fall asleep out there. That's all.
They fall asleep when you're reading the letter.
Well, I do think his views are quite critical, and I think I would like to sit down. Actually, no, I wouldn't really like to. I was going to say, I'd like to sit down with Graham because I would like to try and sway him another way or have a conversation to show my
there's
opinion.
the point. What other way would you like to swing him in? More tolerance?
More tolerance.
More tolerance.
More tolerance,
That's what
I
our
think. Yeah.
society's
Yeah.
lacking.
Yeah.
Did you see, what's his name? Ali from the project the other night? Waleed.
Yeah,
yeah.
sensational.
Well, yeah, he was. I thought he was pretty good. Yeah. Anyway,
amazing.
well, you know, tolerance, acceptance, embracing everybody.
Yes.
Come on, Mega.
Me? Sorry, no, I actually was real. I mean, it says I've seen turkey slip. I've got a turkey slip. Does that work?
What's a turkey slip?
You know, it's a slip that I got from Turkey.
Oh.
It's lingerie. That's all I could think of. It's an undergarment. I've got to check. I might like, you know, I actually think he's got his mediums.
We can solve a lot of problems with lingerie tonight, I think.
He's got his mediums mixed up. This is the sort of thing that you yell at the wireless while you're driving along. It's
Travis
sort of
didn't like this letter either. I'm with Travis.
Yeah, it's not the sort of thing that you write in about. So what I suggest you do, put on the talkback radio station and start yelling at the wireless. That'll sort you out.
Oh, you think that's all he's doing?
Yeah,
just, you know.
Suzie?
Well, I don't think Graham would actually be watching this because I think he's actually misunderstood his emails or his how he's sent this letter because it should be on Q&A. I think he's actually watching Q&A right now.
Wrong channel.
And he's actually thinking, hold on a minute, where's my letter? Why isn't it coming through? Because this is a bit highbrow for this show, but hey, I do want to say, it's the first time
you'd give this letter a highbrow status.
Well, I mean, it's
really?
asking about something about politics, you know, that's what I'm saying. But I just want to say...
Suzie, you normally get your teeth into politics.
Yeah, but I do, but I want to say I have never learnt anything on Sweet and Sour, but I didn't know about the Australian Muslim Party, so thank you, Graham, thank you. I actually Googled it, and it was launched 2 days after the Paris attacks. However, it was launched, the launch was planned months before and they weren't going to change it. I actually think engaging young people of any religion and just young people in general in politics is a really important part of our democracy, and there's many other conservative, different types of religious parties. They're small, but they give a voice to a segment of our multicultural society. So I actually think that it's a good thing. I think engaging
vote against it.
Engaging young Muslim people is a really, really good thing. So
we're going to our next break, but don't go away because our next letter returns us to more sex and more conversation along that line, all right? Okay, don't go away.
Things we can get our teeth
Hot's
into.
up again, all right? See you soon.
Some people tell me I'm sweet, others tell me I'm sour, but all I know is I've always got an opinion and I'm never afraid to share it.
Time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Welcome back, folks, and here we go straight into our last letter of the night. Hello, panellists. I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. He's a very sweet guy. I adore him. I just don't know how to get him to spend a single cent. My father says the same thing, that I already know that he's a terrific man, but he's just super tight. It makes my life hard. It also works like this. What's mine is mine, and what's his is his. We split all the expenses to the cent, 50-50. Even when I was out of work, he loaned me the money for my portion of our expenses, and it all had to be paid back to him the moment I had a job and money coming in. He will rather stay at home to watch home entertainment than go to a cinema, yet I adore going to see a movie on the big screen. He will, however, go with me on a tight-ass Tuesday. He will sift through all the catalogues to see which groceries we will be buying this week, and he drives me mad with the 4-cent petrol vouchers. So my question is, what can or should I do to make him relax, even if it's just a little, about money? He's the sort of man who will and does make me feel embarrassed when we go to restaurants with others, because invariably he'll either complain about the value or he'll want to take over the ordering for all so he doesn't feel like he's being ripped off. So panel, what can I do here? Because I'm also wondering what sort of dad he might be when or if we start having kids. And it comes to us from Kirsty of Nunawading in Victoria. Here we go. Mega.
Well, I actually think she's got it all going for her, Kirsty. She says he's very sweet. She says it's been going out for 4 years. You know, she says she's thinking about having children with him, so I think she needs to sort of get over herself a bit.
He's tight as a fish's ass.
And
She's got no room to move.
I don't understand why people have to be so conservative and try to be so modern all the time. Why doesn't she go out and get a second job? In fact, I think she could get 3 more jobs. 1 at the cinema, 1 in the grocery store, and 1 at the petrol station, because then she'll get discounts on all those places, and then she'll be able to pay more when they go out, and then that'll be fine for everyone.
Jeez. And Mudgy, does he approve of that sort of behaviour?
No, look, the way we've got it work, the way it works
at home.
Yeah, the way it works at home is that he earns a crap load of money, and I can do whatever I want.
She doesn't share your situation.
He's got no time to spend it. Someone's got to spend it.
She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. Aren't you glad you wrote tonight? All right, Suzie, what's going on?
Look, I think, Kirsty, you need to leave, like your dad is saying. I lived with a guy. I lived
need
with
to
a
leave.
A friend. She's got to be finished now. This is a trait of a lifetime.
It is.
And it will bug you forever. And you know what? I wouldn't be worried whether he's a good dad. How are you going to manage finances when you have kids and one of you is at home? It is going to be an absolute nightmare. You will feel trapped and entrapped as well. I lived with a girl. I don't think she watches this show for many years when I was a student. No, I don't think so. But I have to tell you, she was very careful with her money. And I remember cleaning her room once, and she had actually stored food under the bed. Food under the bed, so that I couldn't get to it. Or when we were all sort of, you know, get engaged and stuff, and none of us had any money. I remember we'd take a bottle of wine to a restaurant, you know, BYO, and she would bring a bottle of crap wine, half filled. And then she would drink everyone else's wine. And then I remember this particular time, she then took her half bottle of crap wine home. Now, I mean, it's a disease. I see it as a disease. I cannot imagine what it'd be like to live with someone like it. And I think, Kirsty, see you later. There's other people out there for you.
Yeah, it may well be a disease. And my dad always used to say, it's people who are insecure. If you're mean when you haven't got money, you're going to be mean when you've got money as well. And vice versa. If you're generous when you... Because you're generous. If you haven't got money, you're generous anyway. And when you've got money, you're generous then as well.
And there's nothing worse than going to a restaurant and someone starts going, oh, and the 5 cents here, and I didn't pay that, and I didn't eat this. It's like, fucking go away.
Instead of divvying up the bill, here we go.
Oopsie.
Eat to your heart's content. All right, Lou.
Oh, me. Oh, sorry, I thought you were going Janey. I was listening to Suzie, the voice of reason over there.
Yeah,
Isn't she amazing? I know. And I feel the same way. I just could not be with somebody like that. And I just think if it's happening now in the early stage, well, and he's just going to get older and grumpier and tighter. And I wonder.
That don't change.
I mean, no, and what is he like, you know, in the sack and things like that? Is he?
He's getting it for free.
Tight?
He's not.
Yeah, like,
is he tight in the sack?
Well, you know, like not very giving. I mean, like. Do you know, like, is he just not very giving in that area as well? And I don't know. I couldn't endure it. I think it is. And guess what? He might find actually somebody else that's more suited to him, that's exactly the same way as him, and she'll find somebody that's more generous and of her way of thinking.
Get rid of him before he grows on you.
Listen to your dad.
Yeah, Dad's
Janey,
right.
last word on this.
I am thinking she needs to set him a test, a final test maybe. Give him a task to achieve. Men want to fix things.
Yes, we do.
Let him do the weekly shopping. Set maybe a dollar amount of how much we're going to save this week.
So it's competition.
So all that money could then maybe be spent on those extra treats that they like to do, going to the cinema, going out to dinner, not harping about the money. So I'm thinking he can collect the catalogues. He can work out what the groceries are going to be. She can set the amount. He can do the shopping. He can get the petrol. He can get the money.
He can do the cooking.
And then we're going to have a kitty at the end of the week to see how much money we saved. Wow. And then that could be then spent on all these fabulous things.
Janey, do you like this letter to give away the pair of limited edition sunnies courtesy of our long trees?
This is the letter. Yes, it is.
This is the letter?
Saying yes.
Do you like it?
I'm saying yes to the letter.
Do you like this letter?
I'm saying yes to the letter.
Chicks, they think outside of the box, don't they?
The box.
I'm with this
Think outside of the box.
She might lose her virginity tonight.
Ooh, she's thinking.
Which one of our panellists are you
inside the
talking about?
Janey said she's never had sex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
I get
right.
it. Do you
We
like
believe
this letter
that.
to give away the pair of limited edition
I
sunnies?
would definitely like to give something to these people, yes.
Money?
Suzie, last word on this one?
Kirsty, you deserve the present.
You deserve the present? Coming out to Nunawading in Victoria. Girls, we might give you the sunnies to take home.
hand luggage.
Hang on, that's terrific. Oh, goodness me. Now, listen, yours was a female. Is there a division between male and female on this? It doesn't make a difference.
I don't. I just think it's a genetic thing, I think. It's just something in you. It's something in you that's very careful, and that's really important. And you need to be with someone else who's very careful. You cannot be with someone who's... Well, no, I couldn't be with anyone like that. No. Because I'm a bit of a splash everywhere.
No, I absolutely
quick vote. Get rid of him or not get rid of him? Hand up.
Get rid of him.
If you get rid of him, to get rid of him.
Get rid of him. Yep.
Janey, you didn't say get rid of him?
He's worthy of one last task to see how much money can be saved.
But imagine when you have children.
Thank all of our wonderful panellists, especially our Victorian visitors. We're going to invite them back next week before they go back home. And actually, we'll invite all the girls back next week. How about that?
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. How about that?
Great.
Thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Thanks to our terrific crew. Good night. We're going to see you next week. Good night, everybody. Good night, ladies. Terrific. All right, we're going to mix it up a bit next week, though.